against Paquito, or being able to have a decent amount of lane priority to clear wave together with Paquito and then move out together.
Yeah, Team Malaysia, they go for a very good front to back, I would say. Eve having that box available, and also that Khalid able to fight with that Raging Sandstorm. But the problem is, right, where is the catch coming from Team Malaysia, right? There is a very little form of catch where you can't exactly force out the team fight. Only the Fredrin with the taunt needs to be that first line of great drafts when you go into the game, and it'll all go down in the land of Dawn here as we go into the first game of Team Malaysia versus Team Myanmar. Both equally seeded in terms of the group stages right now.
So now we are looking at Malaysia as well as Myanmar. They're going to be starting off at the southeastern part of the map, and they will eventually end off at the northwestern part, which is going to be the XP lane. Now, understandably, between the Edith as well as the Paquito, at all the way until level 4, they can be relatively equal. However, Edith will have a problem in terms of sustainability, because when it comes to Paquito, he does have a jab that gives him the shields, while for Edith, he doesn't really quite have that kind of regenerated power. All he has is really good amount of crowd control. That's pretty much all.
Yeah, really, that's a lot of crowd control, though, for side Team Malaysia. Team Myanmar, they need to be wary of these team fight capabilities, right? For them, it's more of a burst and pick kind of play style. They do have that Primal Wrath coming out from the side of Edith, but it's not going to be too big of a factor without the farm that is needed. Now, already Akib on that job, able to feel out where the Suyo is. And for the side of Team Myanmar, now they're playing the defense side, they will be able to take out the orange buff.
It does seem like very interesting that Shine is actually doing a pretty good job against Ilton. He managed to put him down to a low amount of HP. But speaking of that, speaking of which, right, talking about the gold laners, Shine is actually using Flicker.
Yeah, so that is going to be a flicker coming in for the side of Claude. It is actually a very good skill, right? You know that there's no definite catch coming out from the side of Team Malaysia. You don't really need the Purify just for an RWM. Well, you can potentially just have a later timing for the Blazing Duet, but we are going to have to see how he positions himself. If he can move toward the back line and force out that RWM into that Blazing Duet, he's going to have a great time.
It's going to be a very reactive gameplay for Shine. He believes that, okay, I don't need Purify, I can just either flicker away or I can just BMI out.
Yeah, now with that first turtle being on that spot, Nazan does get that first pick. That Suyo not having that timing into that turtle fight, and Team Myanmar chooses not to take that, and not getting a lot of macro going their way as well. Shine Lin Aon does manage to get a bit of damage on that bottom lane, but the first blood has been picked up with the RWM onto Myomin on that mid roll.
Really good layering coming in from Team Malaysia. Is just a matter of milliseconds for Team Myanmar to really want to react to that. Didn't even give any time for Myomin to just kind of flicker away.
Yeah, now with the Damon's Force being popped out as well, Blazing Duet is available here, but Shanglin Ao needs to play extremely safe here. Now, Tu Shui, he does have the ability to go in, but now being forced out from Akif as well. Mystic Gush does come through from Yomin. It's not going to be enough here as Team Malaysia. They just go for the clean disengage. Very nice.
Team Malaysia at this point in time, they do have a slight bit of lead on top of Team Myanmar. Just a shy bit of 1,000 gold. Not going to be that big of a situation right now. But here we go. Take a look.
Razif does come in, but clean reactions coming out from the side of the Suyo player as well. Now with the Damon's Force being popped on the bottom, does not matter too much here. Skirmish will be here at the orange buff here. The jump up from Akib into that Raging Sandstorm, and he does find that clean cut kills. Team Myanmar, 2 members down so far. Team Malaysia, they invade successfully.
Very aggressive plays from Team Malaysia, and right now Tu Sui doesn't seem like he's able to do too much because currently only at level 5 as compared to Nazan right now level 7 as a Fredrin. So Team Malaysia, they do have a very good control over the map at this point in time. Is very likely due to the fact that, you know, Team Myanmar, they kind of seem like they are having a little bit of difficulty trying to control out the middle lane to a certain extent.
Yeah, consistently popping out the Damon's Force to the bottom side as well, not giving the macro advantage while this is going on, right? They want to take the team fight and get the macro. No, you're not going to get the best of both worlds here. Team Malaysia just slamming their foot down. Now they will have that second turtle available, but this time that Way of the Dragon is available, and they gotta watch out for that.
A lot of ultimates is currently still available, and in fact, Team Malaysia has just refreshed all of their cooldowns. every single one of them can be part of this game. The ultimate economy so far looks pretty darn good for Team Malaysia, and if they ever want to jump right in, they absolutely can.
And now we do see that bottom lane. Nobody's rotating in, and Ilton will be going in. But Akeem does have that Raging Sandstorm towards the back. Myomin in a lot of trouble here, but RWM in the back line, keeping the rest of Team Myanmar locked up as Team Malaysia. They get 2 for nothing, and the turtle as well. Great early game start for them so far.
Unfortunately, Akeem did not manage to get a kill down on the Myomin, but the main thing is being able to lock Myomin out of that team fight due to the fact that it is a turtle fight after all. The moment that God is out, one of the main damage dealers of Team Myanmar is going to be out of commission, and Team Malaysia, none of them will die.
Yeah, Flicker being forced out in the side of the gold lane here. Macro advantage also not going the way. The recovery here not going Team Myanmar's way at all. 3,000 gold advantage coming out from side Team Malaysia. And they're going to keep up the pressure with the top, mid, and bottom tier 1 all going to be going down soon.
Team Malaysia, they definitely do have a very good grasp of this current game, with a total of 3,700 gold lead on top of Team Myanmar. They're constantly just going to be putting themselves right in the face of Team Myanmar, as you can see from Akeem. He's always showing himself, and he's always trying to give information to the team.
Yeah, they are doing a great job of keeping vision onto the Suhyo. Team Malaysia, Akeem, especially onto Han Tu Shui, where this Suhyo, he has unable to find any sort of momentum at all.
Yep. At this point, he needs to be able to find a way to get himself out of this ditch, right? Because Team Malaysia, they are very aggressive, and Team Myanmar, honestly, I think that the main thing that they want to look for is to play bushwhack and kind of snipe out the back lines. The only one that can realistically go down maybe is going to be the Keto, because he's very powerful in terms of firepower. The moment that he run out of these skills, that is the point in time where Han Tu Shui would be able to find some of these advantages or these windows to play around.
Yeah, and now with the Whale Dragon not being available as well, they know that Flicker is down for the side of Claude. They push the issue here. Conceal already being used here. They still have Flickers on the side of Team Malaysia. They're waiting to pounce for a slight positioning error for the side of Team Myanmar. And now they will want to take this turn as well.
The thing is, for Team Myanmar, they can play pick-off. This is kind of what they are wanting to do, right? As long as for Kyotuya is able to find a good kick onto someone, literally onto anyone, I feel, then the Mystic Gush can come in and followed by a good execution from Tu Sui, then it should be fine.
Yeah, now with the rest of the team falling in, Team Malaysia, they might want not to overextend here. Great knockup from the Earth Shatter so far, but Mr. Gush not coming through as Akeem does find the damage onto the Gourd, and 2 members already down for the side of Team Malaysia. And now Team Myanmar, they answer back with 1 kill of their own.
Unfortunately, the fight did not start off great because the Whale Dragon from Tuyat just did not land correctly. It did kick onto Amar, yes, however, not in the direction that you wanted it to go. So that is one of their main win condition, or rather their main game plan already thrown into the gutter. And from this point on, they need to look at how Tet-U comes in with the onwards plus the Earth Shatter. That is if he's able to layer those in.
Yeah, so far, Cha Tuya doing a good job of trying to keep up the vision with that 1 death so far, not letting the chip affect his shoulder as he does go on for more. But 5,000 gold advantage coming in from the side of Team Malaysia at this point, right? Diving in this tier 2 turret, very good idea if they can especially take out the Gourd first. But that counter kill onto Akeem means a comeback recovery for Team Myanmar. But still, 5,000 gold ahead, it's a long ways away.
Hardly any form of recovery, but here we go. The conceal play right over to middle lane. They found one.
Yeah, Jaw in a lot of trouble as he gets instantly shut down. And that's what you want to do from the side of Team Malaysia, right? Make sure the Cho is unable to start these fights. Make sure that the flicker is consistently used. The good thing here is that Jaw did not use the flicker at all.
So at least for Team Myanmar, they are looking for those opportunities. The Lord is definitely going to be coming out. So at least for Tuya, he understands that, okay, we're just going to be playing it still. He may die a couple of times, in fact, 2 times only. So he'll want to open things up and wait for the prime opportunity to go in for a nice Whale Dragon. As long as he gets one good one, there is a possibility the Team Myanmar will be able to take away with a good amount of trades.
Yeah, Team Malaysia so far very dominant throughout the entire map. They will have that Zaman's Force available together with that taunt capability. This team fight for them is going strong. And Team Myanmar, they have not been able to find a pick-off so far. They need to pick and burst, right? That's their entire crucifixion of that lineup. And that fixation is not going to find them any opening at all.
That all said, the Lord will go down and it will be marching down to the middle lane. Do take note that the only turret that is available is all the way up in the northern side. And as long as Team Malaysia is able to get more than that outer turret and being able to touch more of these inner turret, this is going to be great for Team Malaysia, and they will be able to get quite a lot of advantage just from a single Lord.
Yeah, the lack of frontliners here as Edith will be that only source of damage. So coming in from the side of Team Myanmar, they have no one to frontline. They still have holy defenses available. But look at that, Han Tu Sui getting caught here, but he is a Suyo, able to get out, and Amar,
oh, very premature.
yeah, flickers away.
Yep, but at least that is going to save his life a little bit, I suppose. However, might not exactly be too necessary, but it's okay. Since Team Malaysia, they are already pretty far ahead. They will want to look for a window of opportunity to eventually run right in.
RWM with the Raging Sandstorm. Akeem unable to find the opening so far. Now Team Myanmar, they are able to defend this for now as long as they can keep their members alive, and they are able to hold on for now. Shinlin Ao going aggressive.
Oh!
He does have the BMI away. Is he able to pop it? He does, and this is the power of the Claude.
Oh my, oh my. Initially, it kind of seemed as though Myanmar has a lot of problems trying to reach in over to the masses from the side of Team Malaysia. Just because of the RWM, it creates so much space between Malaysia and Myanmar, which even to this point in time, Han Tu Sui, he don't have a way to go right in. The moment he goes in, he's going to come out with half HP, and he didn't even get to touch anyone. As such, that initiation coming in from Shine, he's just trying out his luck, it does seem. It is understandably a very risky play, but it does deal more than enough damage over to Ilton, and that is also a very good initiation over to the side of Myo Mint to just finish him off with a Mystic Gush.
Yeah, that's survival coming out, right? Using that flicker, just popping in. That 50-50 was taken from the side of Team Myanmar, and I gotta say, that really made a change in the game. Right now, he has the Holy Trinity. Now Team Malaysia, they have to respect the fact that the damage will start to poke through.
So right now, Team Myanmar, they're very much behind with about 5,000 gold behind. They don't have a lot of ways that they will be able to open up the map or perhaps even get some farm for themselves, as the lanes are currently frozen in the middle ground from the top and the bottom. The middle lane is more or less in the same direction, so Team Malaysia, they're holding out the lanes pretty effectively, waiting until the right time where the Lord eventually spawns. Team Myanmar would have nothing else to do but to group up together, look for a way to completely take control of one part of the river in order to give more farm over to Shine.
Yeah, the good news is no inhibitor turrets down for the side of Team Myanmar, and they can potentially turtle this through, right? Their split push capability is still very strong, but Team Malaysia very good at taking these objectives. Team Myanmar will have to fight for this Lord here, especially if they want to keep a grasp on that inhibitor turret. Now they are falling in. The Lord Dance will be initiated here. Ilton doing his best to clear out the creep waves. The creep prio at the bottom side, not looking in Team Myanmar's favor at all.
Just a quick dance around. For Team Myanmar, the main thing that they want to do is to try to reset this Lord as much as possible, while giving the opportunity for Shine to push in the middle lane and the top lane whenever there are any creep waves that are incoming. However, take a look at the Cho. He's looking for something.
Jatuya not unable to find anything now. The creep wave slowly but surely pushing in. A slow push mounting at the bottom side. Team Malaysia, they're playing this macro extremely well, and also with Akeem being there on the job, this would put Shinlin Ao onto creep defending duty, and now they know that they're the 4-5. Team Malaysia, they want to force it out right now, and they go for the Lord Rush. Now we do see Han Tu Sui, he's trying to go into that red trip battle. Now with that forwards, he's not able to get anyone, but Amar does go down. There will be no RWM this fight. This is looking good for the side of Team Myanmar, and Shine is here as well in the back line, and Myo Min, he does get the damage through, and the Lord goes the way of Team Myanmar, and now all 5 members as well as Team Malaysia goes down through a triple kill.
That open play coming in from Tech. Ooh, just went straight in with a flicker followed by an onward. That gave a pretty amazing start coming in from for Tusui to just jump right in and being able to melt two of them at the same time. This rushdown might actually be possible as long as they tank up the initial spot and allow the Ballista to stay alive, which they will.
Team Myanmar get a clean